Hey, let's face it, Chisa is a mechanical masterpiece, but also a mathematical mystery. Every swing, lunge, and snip of her weapon connects through intricate timing that only rewards the most precise players. Beneath that chaos lies something much more delicate, a perfectly calibrated system of multipliers, sustain, and pacing. But how does that translate into actual numbers? Let's find out. Yo! Welcome back to the channel. Kamusta po sa inyong lahat? In this video, I will show you her damage per single rotation. Now, Chisa loves to loop around her combos during her rotation, but this damage calculation focuses on a single loop since most players will likely use her as a support healer for negative status teams. But before we get into the math, getting a massive 24% discount on Loot Bar is a great way to keep your top-ups cheap and safe. Loot Bar offers cheaper than in-game top-ups, and if you use my link down in the description and pinned comments, you can get an extra 10% off your first Lunite subscription, Battle Pass, or refill purchase. Trusted by Gacha fans for their reliability and customer service, they've rated near perfect on Trustpilot. Their DIY mobile top-up means you get your discounts without giving your password away. I know because I use them. So yeah, hit that link and save big while helping me keep the lights on here. Now, back to the video. We're working with the following setup. 2,880 total attack after factoring in her echo and signature weapon bonuses. 82% havoc damage bonus including the extra 10%. 84% resonance liberation damage bonus. And 24% all attribute damage bonus from her signature weapon's max passive. Crit damage remains at 250%. With those stats in mind, here's what her full 10 to 15 second rotation looks like when we base it on the flow we established earlier in my previous Chisa video. Chisa opens up with Reverberance Return, chaining smoothly into Eye of Unraveling before launching Serrated Loop's 8 rhythmic strikes. This calculated buildup primes her Resonance Liberation to deliver a colossal burst of havoc damage while simultaneously healing the team. Immediately afterward, Chisa shifts gear into Chainsaw mode, tearing through Soaring Blitz stages 1 to 3 with fluid precision before culminating in Soaring Eradication at full 100 ring charge, turning the battlefield into a dazzling display of controlled chaos and refined mechanical artistry. Now, for the results, you can see on this table the total amount of damage she can deal within a single loop of rotation. This gives us a total output of roughly 95,000 non-crit or 215,000 full crit per 10 to 15 second loop. 38% of her damage lands during Chainsaw mode, perfectly synced with her Liberation's buff uptime. However, these numbers reveal a deeper truth about her design. Her damage multipliers are inherently low, reinforcing her role as a healer support rather than a primary damage dealer. And if you skip her signature weapon, she starts to hit like a soggy noodle. When compared, for example, to Shui Wen, who can output nearly 200% more total damage within a shorter 5 to 8 second window without his signature, Chisa's damage looks modest. Yet this is intentional, I believe. Her kit emphasizes sustain, control, and team amplification. To push her into true DPS territory, you'll need investment. Resonance sequences 3, 5, and 6 combined with her signature weapon to unlock multipliers that rival frontline units. This makes her performance depend heavily on resource commitment, rewarding dedicated players who build her for hybrid scaling but keeping her balanced as a healer-first resonator by design. And then we go to her damage source distribution. Her main source will be her Resonance Liberation, which accounts for 47% of her total damage. Her forte skill Chainsaw mode, Blitz plus Eradication makes up 38%. Her Resonance skill makes up 8%, and her intro and normal attacks only make up 7%. But damage isn't her only strength. Her healing also scales surprisingly well, reinforcing her hybrid identity. Between Death Snip and Moment of Nihility, her liberation, her sustain is steady and team friendly, as you can see in this table. In a single rotation, she can give out 7,636 HP team-wide. Given that a full loop lasts around 10 to 12, maybe even 15 seconds, she can repeat this sustained cycle continuously, creating one of the most consistent healing outputs in the Havoc roster. Then we also have her team-wide shield for 30 seconds from her Soaring Eradication, which can sustain roughly 8,634 HP damage before breaking, with her 2,880 attack stats providing a robust barrier that protects the entire team through multiple enemy phases while she cycles healing and buffs. And now comes the nuance. While her rotation numbers look solid for a support, Chisa's hidden strength lies in her outro ability. This buff grants all nearby Resonators the ability to increase the maximum stacks of negative status and electro rage the target can receive by 3 for 15 seconds. On top of that, inflicting negative status or dealing negative status damage grants Thread of Bane for 15 seconds, further amplifying her team's output potential. This means her true value doesn't stop at 215,000 per rotation. In real combat, Chisa increases the entire team's damage window by enabling stronger debuff, stacking, and bonus effects tied to those conditions. Over multiple rotations, her contribution scales far beyond raw numbers, empowering any negative status team with unparalleled synergy. So yes, her personal DPS won't break the charts, but her presence makes sure your actual DPS does. Chisa isn't just a support healer. She's a status amplifier, a tempo controller, and the mathematical backbone of any team that thrives on debuffs. The more the fight drags on, the stronger she becomes, thanks to continuous uptime on Resident Thread of Closure and her self-sustaining rotation loop. The only thing that feels disappointing is how the intricate effort doesn't match the modest damage payoff. For all her precise inputs and carefully timed rotations, the numbers remain lower than what the complexity suggests. Her scaling requires immense focus to reach a result that still trails behind faster, simpler resonators like Shui Yuan or Cantarella. It almost feels like Kuro over-engineered her system, rewarding mechanical skill with only modest returns. Instead of trimming her design for fluidity, they built a masterpiece of interlocking systems that demand practice, patience, and gear investment to truly shine. With a simpler kit or slightly higher multipliers, Chisa could have bridged the gap between healer support and functional hybrid DPS more effectively. Having said that, Kuro announced a temporary halt to the beta recently to conduct focused maintenance on Chisa, hinting that they may address these performance imbalance. The adjustments are for her on-field position and increasing her resident skill multipliers. In addition, they added an auto-healing function for units that go below 50%. This healing improvement is a very nice add-on to have, as it allows her to provide off-field healing to units like Cartithia, who consumes 50% of her health during her liberation. In other words, Kuro might be tuning her to feel more rewarding for the high mechanical skill she demands. Chisa maintains balance. Her complex mechanics deliver modest raw damage, but she compensates with a well-rounded kit that provides healing, shielding, buffs, and debuffs. She transforms her team's damage curve into a harmonious rhythm of sustain and amplification. Her power lies not in raw output, but in consistency and team synergy. While others chase peak DPS, Chisa players master precision, timing, and support layering, turning coordination into victory. If this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for massive damage buffs. Ring the bell if you want to receive even greater gotcha blessings. Thanks so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in the next video drop. Goodbye.